These are just individuals that might show themselves to different people. They might say something that only certain people hear and others don't. And so it's actually varied, and it's very personal. It happens to specific individuals. It's not always the same group.
When this designer show house that we mentioned before first started taking place, this is when we first started to really experience a lot of activity in the home. And one of the first things we really experienced was something that none of us really shared with each other at first. We all saw individually, and we didn't really communicate. And finally it was kind of one of those, did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? And everybody kind of put our heads together on it. And what we were all seeing is that in the middle of this bed, there would be an indentation in the middle here, okay? And it looked almost like somebody was hopping up and down in it, basically using it as a trampoline, if you will. And we would fluff it back up, and then it would do that back again. And this would happen maybe 3 times a week, 5 times a week. It might stop for several days, maybe a couple of weeks, start back up again, right? This went on for a period of about 3 months, okay? And finally, it stopped happening. And when that stopped happening, then the curtains in the kitchen, which is the last room we're going to get to, started falling onto the floor.
My name is Leanne Neff-Hepner. I'm the Executive Director at the Summit County Historical Society. I've been here since 1999, and actually it was 6 months after I started here that we were having a party, and I was in the front hall with a volunteer. And she looked at me, and then she looked up the stairs, and she said, "They like you." And I looked up the stairs, and I didn't see anybody up there. I'd been working in this building by myself for 6 months, and actually it was the first historic house I'd worked in that I wasn't scared. So I looked at her again, and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And she said, "Well, there is an older woman and a young boy at the top of the stairs, and they like you." A lot of the naysayers are like, "Why are you doing this? We don't think that it's appropriate," and things of that nature. Well, what we're finding out that about 98% of the people that are coming for tours have not been to our site before. And so what it's doing is exposing them to history. We show a couple of the photographs of the family members, so they're getting an idea of the founders of the city of Akron and the state senator that formed our county, and then we're finding that they actually come back and they get involved. And so it's a great way for us to expose a bit of history to some people that typically wouldn't say they're history-minded. I'm just here to make the house available to other people and to enjoy it. And so I can say that interesting things have happened here. Can I explain them? No.
It was a very nice experience. I had a very nice time and very interesting, very informative.
Historical, fun, and a little scary, which is what we like.
Would you recommend it to anybody else?
Very highly, yes I would.
To me, this is the most haunted house in Summit County. I've been through many. I've been invited to many businesses that were historical or that are historical, and really hands down, I've had so many experiences here that has been over the top, showing that there's a lot of energy in Perkins Mansion. And I do this full time. I love going into historical buildings. It's kind of my passion to help with any type of preserving and working with funding to help keep these beautiful buildings alive.